Alright, going live. What's up? What's cracking, ladies and gentlemen? And welcome to another Griever stream. Fair warning before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, I am overtired AF. Is that what the kids say, AF? I used to call it as fuck. I'm extremely in that mindset. But don't get me wrong, we are here to do One Punch Man Chapter 133 live reaction. Now, I'm a little early. I hit a timestamp. I said, okay, this is what we'll do. So, what we're going to do, as per what we always do, is we wait. Usually the One Punch Man chapter reactions, the streams, they tend to draw in. That and Valkyrie seem to draw my most amount of viewers per stream. So I usually give 10 minutes or so and let everybody come in. Unless there's a big bulk right at the beginning, then we just get underway. So, that being said, what do we got here? We got Dragon's Rage, consistent as ever, saying, yo. You know, it's funny. I went from 4 waiting down to 1 concurrent viewer right away. It's like, okay, what happened to the 4 people waiting? What happened there? Sometimes I think it's just YouTube. Like, these numbers aren't really accurate. Like, right now it says I got 2 people watching. I could have 4 people watching or 0. You know, like, I don't feel like it's necessarily always accurate in that sense. And the only reason I say that is because I saw it one time where it said I had 1 person watching currently in the stream health and all that stuff. It said I had 1 person watching right now, but 3 people were talking live in the chat. I mean, I didn't mention it on stream, but I was like, do I trust this thing? Do I not? What have you? So yeah, so how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Because we are going to be getting underway here. As I said, you know, we just started the stream. I give it, 5 to 10 minutes. I make sure that everything is all good, and then I usually jump in. You know, sometimes actually with these One Punch Man streams, I tend to get a... and by the way, I did a poll on my Discord. Link should be in the box below to join my Discord. It's not very active, but at least you get all the, if I'm ever messaging everyone and stuff, you guys can be there to vote for things like this. Because apparently Valkyrie dropped. Of course it did, the same day as One Punch Man. Thankfully, however, Valkyrie also has another chapter that's not ready quite yet. So we're going to do a double chapter stream probably tomorrow. But either way, what I decided to do was, this is why I have a fan base. This is why I have subscribers. This is why I have a Discord. Because I want to leave it up to you guys. Because I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm in the yard. I'm doing a bunch of work. Like, seriously, guys, I should one day just post pictures of this property. Because it's not necessarily overly big, but there's just a lot of lawn. There's just a lot of it. So it's a lot to maintain. So I've been out there for 2 days, just balls to the wall with it, trying to take care of it, try to manage it. And then I get the notification that the One Punch Man chapter dropped. I was like, oh, well, we were waiting for that for months. Okay, this is random, fine. It's a random Thursday. Okay, sure, let's do it, right? And then shortly after, I was like, okay, I'll stream in a few hours for that. I might get to it. Then all of a sudden, Valkyrie dropped. It's like, man, what do I do as a YouTuber? Because personally, I like Valkyrie more. However, One Punch Man came out first. So what do I do? Should I do it in order? Should I, that kind of deal? And this is where, instead of dealing with it myself, that's what I have you guys for. And you're really good at it. So, makes my life easy. That's for sure. Dragon Rage says, gonna be a good chapter. I hope so. I really do. I hope this chapter will be fire. I'm hoping this chapter will be really good. See, I don't consider page count a spoiler because I'm not usually paying attention. And I mean, when you're hitting next, you see it's like this out of so many pages. So unless, I guess, do you full screen or something and it takes that away? Either way, I never found page count to be a spoiler. So I did check a few hours ago to see what the page count was because I was kind of like, you know what? If One Punch Man is another like 20 odd page chapter and we waited this long, I don't really care for Tatsumaki. You guys already know this, and I'm just like, you know what? That stream can wait. I'll do Valkyrie. But when I checked it, it was over 40 pages. So I said, all right, 40-page chapter, probably worthwhile, worth doing. There's got to be some hype. There'll be some cutaways at the very least. You know, with the One Punch Man being a monthly or bi-weekly, like these days, nobody can tell me what it is. It's certainly not weekly. Bi-weekly is a stretch. Every 2 months maybe at this point. But, you know, bi-monthly. But, yeah, so I was getting sick and tired of the shorter chapters. And we didn't have that many, I guess. It just feels that way. Maybe because there's these long breaks. But Vib's in here. Vib says, "Aha, I made it." Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We'll be starting very, very soon. Like, my viewer count is going up, then down, 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 then back up, down, down, down. I like to wait until I see some positive numbers before I get into it, but we might just have to start here in a few minutes. For one thing, I don't want this to be a super, super long stream. I'm starving. I haven't eaten since 12:30. It's currently 9:44. You know, I've snacked a little. That's it. And a lot of liquid courage. So we're not going to make this a super, super long stream this time. The Valkyrie one, 2 hours minimum. Dragon's Rage says, the shorter chapters had some great artwork though. Not denying that. Not denying that at all. But once again, when you're waiting, especially with, I'm some glad that I'm not a One Punch Man stan, because if you were, you'd be into this system of waiting, being like on the edge of your seat. People complain about One Piece. No, there's 3 chapters a month. Like, there's not 4, it's 3. You accept that fact, you move on, everything's all good, right? So, but this is like, okay, is it coming out today? No. Is it coming out today? No. It's coming out today? No. It's kind of like that kid kicking the car seat in the back, you know, just going, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? You know, that is the One Punch Man community. And if you are a part of it, it becomes so toxic in that way that I can imagine I would be floored by everything going on with that shit, you know? Like, it's just, like the wait times, the inconsistencies, you know? Don't get me wrong, chapter's fire, art's great, but, like, I don't know, once again, this is Murata sort of getting away, I'm not going to say cheating this time, but sort of getting away with whatever the hell he wants just because One Punch Man is popular. Because he can go, okay, I'm going to drop a weekly Shonen Jump level of pages, you know, after waiting 4 weeks. And then I'm going to drop, like, every 2 weeks, I'm going to drop double that. It's like, I understand consistency, but either tell us you're on a break, officially say, Murata's on a break, no chapter this month. Get over it. Or, like the inconsistency sucks. We don't have the information. At least when you read any other Shonen Jump stuff, it says, nope, next chapter, this date. And they give you a date, you know. So, Dragon's Rage says, waiting on One Punch Man is nothing compared to waiting on Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I'm like 50 chapters into Hunter x Hunter, or wherever. Right now, they're trying to get Killua. They just got Killua back when they went to the house. Gon's not really a great character. Not that I can see. But that's as far as I am. So they did the Hunter exam. And then they did the Killua Mansion thing. That's as far as I am right now. I'm reading the manga, so not sure on chapter number for that, but I am trying to catch up with these series that I know are popular that I haven't, been able to. I just finished Magi, so now I'm on to this. Phoenix Man says, I agree that the lack of information on the chapter releases causes idiots to make stupid claims. You want my opinion? Don't believe anything from anyone unless it's from Murata or One. The thing is that I've seen Murata, Phoenix Man. I have seen Murata actually say, oh, or one of them. There was official tweets where they were like, can't wait for next Thursday, and then nothing comes out on Thursday, or next Friday, or whatever they've said and stuff. And people use that. Maybe they're Photoshop tweets, but I'm just like a lot of people say that Murata basically plays the gray area. I don't follow him on Twitter, so I don't know, but apparently he's like, oh, going to be an exciting week, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, and then no chapter drops that week. It's like, what's so exciting? Don't lead us on like that. So I think he's a bit of a tease. From what I understand, once again, not a One Punch Man stand, not plugged into that thing, so don't know. MC Dude, hello again. Hello. You're reading Hunter x Hunter, and sounds like you just finished the Zoldyck family arc. I'm not quite finished it. Killua just got released, and he had a talk with his father, who seems to be evil as well. That's as far as I am. So I'm trying to catch up with that, because Hunter x Hunter is another one of the shonen giants that you kind of have to read. I want to be well rounded. I don't want to ever miss out on one of the classics. I mean, if I went through Naruto, I can get through anything at this point. So, anyways, we're 11 minutes into the stream. Let's start. Let's open up chapter 133 with, okay, cover page. Look, it's an underage girl. Bang, shots fired from the start. So this dress is going to cost you. Yeah, it's going to cost me in court for all the people that, yeah, never mind. Alrighty, let's go to page 2. One Punch Man, blah, 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 scanlation stuff. We got people, typeset, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so page number 3. Looks like a full page thing. Tatsumaki's flying around pretending to be Goku here, dodging all the lasers, and Psychorochi, Mamarochi there. She's all firing my laser, and she's doing all those lasers, from what I understand, are the same lasers that cut like a piece off of the earth. A whole piece is just boom, gone. It cauterized the wound of the earth and just shing. So now that's going to screw up. I hope down the road, if this goes on for a long time, they actually discuss the implications of the Earth's surface not being properly spherical in that way, and how that might affect the tides over time and the moon orbit and all that stuff because of this battle. I would like to see, I don't know what would happen. I would think it would be minor, but maybe over the course of time, like an exponential sort of thing. So yeah, but firing off here. Oh, I forget what I called her before. I'm going to call her Psychorochi for now, but I swear I had a better name. Let's see. Next page. Tatsumaki still dodging. I have to keep the line of fire away from the ground. Okay, so they're firing into the stratosphere, the atmosphere. So all good. So Tatsumaki knows that these things are dangerous as fuck, so she's acknowledging that. Fair point. All right, so she's not that stupid. She also seemed to realize, okay, I gotta I'm her target. I gotta keep flying around high, sort of idea. They finished evacuating the area. What about King? Looks like he's escorting the hostage out. All right, so she was looking for King. Where's King? We need King here. Where's King, the greatest hero of all? Oh, he's He's helping the citizens. All right, perfect. So King is run, but don't fall, but run, and he's freaking out. Considering the enemy type, he's probably leaving the battle to me. That's a wise decision. You know, I would like to be able to make fun of Tatsumaki for, like, her belief in this sense, but it's the one thing I think Tatsumaki and me will agree on, is that King clearly is leaving the battle to Tatsumaki, and it is a wise decision. There's nothing wrong with that statement. There's nothing wrong with it. There is absolutely nothing wrong, regardless of what you know or what you think you know about King. He is leaving the battle to her, and it is a wise decision. I don't think anybody can argue this. All right. Next page. It's a tsunami. Well, I knew that shit was going to go down. So it's a tsunami. People are friggin' hurry, get to the high ground. Okay, did someone do that on purpose? Like, get to higher ground and stuff. No, Anakin, I have the high ground. Like, seriously, somebody take this panel, put Obi-Wan on that friggin' balcony, put Obi-Wan down there, and then put Anakin down there on that roadway while the tsunami attacks. It's no use. We won't make it in time. No, seriously, someone, I'll do it myself. I'm going to change this whole panel, and instead of it's no use, don't try it. You know, Anakin, I have the high ground. I like it. I like it. Okay, so the three monsters from the what's that triangle called in One Piece? Not the Bermuda Triangle. That's in our world. It's the Florian Triangle. So the three monsters are arising from the deep from the Florian Triangle. That, or we have Dragon Zord and Godzilla and their friend showing up here. So everybody's freaking out. What the fuck? Go back. Okay. Things rising out of the water. And it's a bunch of giant, like it's pieces of the bedrock of the ocean? Is that what I'm seeing? It's pieces of the earth. Like the sea's going like this, and gradually it does dips and all that stuff. Just play Minecraft for a while and you'll see like, oh, this is a nice incline. Boom. You know, that kind of shit. But, so this is pieces of earth from underneath the ocean. It's a pretty shot. I like the shot. Gotta appreciate these wide panels with the artwork. Murata, backgrounds and all that stuff, top tier. Not a huge fan of the character designs, but this, top tier. Top tier. Or I should say the character models. Okay, so it's Tatsumaki, who's now bleeding profusely, so... Wait. Let's go back. She was not bleeding before. On page 4, she's not bleeding. Next page, she's bleeding quite profusely from the face. I mean, she's smirking, thinking that she's cool. And she's clearly the one who lifted up all this bedrock and is going to throw it all at from all sides and throw it at Saikorochi, at Waifurochi. This, I can see this is going to be a thing. This is going to be a thing, especially in Grimm's Discord. Grim Reaper, guys, go check him out. This is going to be a thing because this implies that one of those beams hit her. One of the beams that took out the part of the Earth's crust was like butter. Just slice. Now you can argue, okay, she had like a psychotic, or she is psychotic, but she had a psychic shield up and it took a lot of the force, but even still it damaged her quite heavily. Why was that off screened? Why did we not see how she's been damaged? Because I could make the argument that with all the lasers firing and everything, some debris smacked her in the face. Like the rock debris that she just brought up. Like, she could have maybe, it was a quick dodge to the right, and it was like, some debris got on her head. I could make that argument, and that would make anybody bleed, So, but I can see it both ways, and I think that was a terrible, unless you wanted to feed the fan base, which, usually mangas like to do, but I hate feeding toxicity, because this is going to be argued and argued to death, I'm sure. Okay, before we jump to the next page, let's double check the chat. All right, let's see. Phoenix Man. Murata usually gives time spans rather than specific dates. I think the whole Friday, Monday thing comes from people assuming he's going to stick to the days when it was bi-weekly. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not anything anymore, man. This shit just drops when it drops. AJ. Hey, AJ. Nice to see you here again. Griever, my dude. I'm out tonight, so I won't be able to watch the stream with you, but I definitely look forward to watching it back tomorrow. All right, you do that, man, and you comment on the stream afterwards tomorrow. You let me know your thoughts, all that fun jazz. Dragon's Rage says, Waifu Rochi is the name you came up with, Griever. Oh, yeah, Waifu Rochi. Yeah, okay. So, I think somewhere in the back of my mind, because I think I already said it once, so... Phoenix Smith says, truth is, I don't know what to think anymore. They come out when they come out now. I can't complain too much with the quality of the art. Yeah, the quality's fire. The quality's fire. It's the shading and the backgrounds that really does it. The character models are, they're good. They're definitely good. But I don't think they're, the greatest character models of all time. But some of this background art cannot be denied, right? Dragon says King is showing his high level IQ. Does he have a dumb high IQ? 189. Does he have a dumb high IQ? MC Dude says, who is she to claim that King is wise to leave things to her, as if she's more capable than he is? Lol. MC Dude rocking the shades and knowing that he's spitting facts. In her limited intelligence, she is assuming that King is making a wise decision, but she can't fathom the depth of King's 4D levels of chess. Cannot fathom it. Alright, so now that we're done with the chat, let's jump back to the chapter. So, Waifu Rochi here, thank you, I think it was Dragon's Rage who reminded me of my name for her. So Waifu Rochi is tearing up some. Oh wow! So she grabbing the beam like a whip, like Poison Ivy or Ivy from Soul Calibur, and just like vroom, vroom, wham, and using it like a whip. It seems to just destroy all the debris. Oh, and that's working, and Tatsumaki's flying around, dodging shit, flying around. Is that her doing a nah? Is that her doing that? It kind of looks like her hand is up here at the bottom of page 9, guys, where there's motion going on and it's hard to tell, but it seems like she's doing this I can't tell though. Either way, okay, so apparently she's gonna get smacked by one. She wasn't able to dodge them all. Alright, Waifu Rochi in trouble. Or not. Because it's just a piece of rock. What did she do? She guarded and went like this, and the rock just, the piece of bedrock just split in half. And remember, this is like grand scale shit. Remember how big Waifu Rochi is right now. Waifu Rochi, from what I can tell, is like the size of Diane, if not, or bigger than Diane from Seven Deadly Sins, bigger than a giant. So that's a huge piece of, yeah, okay. Splits it right in half, no problem. Then Tatsumaki fires a bunch more right at her before she has time to recover. But we see the glowing, it's the classic Dragon Ball Z inspired right here. You kick any Saiyan into the rubble of a mountain, and all of a sudden you see the beams of light and the Jah! Rah! You know, that kind of shit. That hurt my throat to do. That sounded weird, even coming from me and my nasally ass voice, and yeah, that did not feel good. Okay, so Wife Orochi totally fine, going Super Saiyan 2 here with the lightning bolts. Tatsumaki looking shocked, and Wife Orochi looking sexy as hell. Wife Orochi, I mean, the underboob tattoo, I mean, it's all right. I can dig it. I mean, she kept the glasses. I mean, and remember, guys, glasses are easily plus 1.5 points. Doesn't matter. They're always a plus at least 1 point, if not 1.5 points, to any waifu in, you know, the long hair. All right. Another point, easy. The rock and bod, that's not Tatsumaki. You know, an actual adult body showing up here. You know, Wife Orochi got a lot going on here. So she smirks, vein popping in the forehead. Is that all? And Tatsumaki seems to be confident and smirking as well. Alrighty, let's see. Tatsumaki like, hey, beast mode. And Wife Orochi going beast mode. The difference is that one of them is sexy, the other is not. And before you guys say it, no, it's not Tatsumaki. Sorry. Like I feel like the RCMP, which is cops in Canada, guys, for all you heathens. I feel like they're going to be knocking at my door. I feel like I'll get swatted if I were to mention anything about Tatsumaki in any respect of that nature. Because it's just weird. Still weird. Slander Tatsumaki, laying it down. Because that's basically my job. I mean, guys, everyone voted for a One Punch Man chapter. You knew it was the Tatsumaki one. If I don't get at least 28 digs in on Tatsumaki per stream. I mean, was it even a stream? Was it even a stream? F9 in the chat will not save Tatsumaki. Sorry. So we got a whirlwind hurricane of destruction going on at the bottom of that panel. And then, whoa! Big double spread. We got orbs of lightning. We got a hurricane going. We got the Tower of goddamn Barad-dûr from Lord of the Rings going on here. We got the whole bit. Alright, so now we're jumping away. We're just seeing it from a distance. That huge red tentacle monster must be the... Okay, so red. Wife Orochi is red. See, I always pictured her having a silver gleam. I always pictured it silver. Like silver hair, silver body. That's how I pictured it. Red. Maybe the main body's red, but she's silver. But I mean, you know, I've seen some Twi'lek, some Star Wars in the red. You know, all right, okay. I suppose I can dig it. I'm a little disappointed. Took it down a notch, but all right. I can deal with this. I can do this. So that huge red tentacle monster from a hentai must be the Monster Association's boss or something. And the green lights, are probably the Tornado of Terror. Tornado of Terror. Oh my. Yeah. God, I can't stand Tatsumaki, man, when people like hype her up. It's like she has she's powerful, no redeeming qualities. You know? Every single person on Twitter, YouTube, you name it, is Discord says Goku's a shitty character, Goku sucks, Goku this, Goku that. Not remembering that. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into it. But the fact of the matter is that Goku's fucking powerful as shit, and people who hate on him acknowledge that while praising Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki has one trait. She's strong. I'll admit it. In this verse, She's strong as fuck. Espers are overpowered in this verse. I don't even like how overpowered they are in this verse. But they are. They're overpowered. Tatsumaki, strong as fuck. Will not deny it. But that is her only redeeming quality. She has nothing else going for her. Not a thing. I can't think of a single quality she has that is any goddamn good. I think I'm up to 22. I think I'm up to 22 slanders on Tatsumaki. You guys just wait. I'll make sure I get those 28 in. So what we got here? I don't know who these dudes are. I'm sure they're some A or B class dudes. What a sight. It's like the end of the world. Holy shit. Yeah, man. End of the world shit. No, you want to see end of the world? Read Toriko. This ain't end of the world. This is not end of the world. I haven't even blown... no. They're fighting on a scale that you can witness with your human eyes in a telescope from the same city. It's not the... That's... End of the world would be like... Category 6 hurricane is bigger than that. Category 5 hurricane is this size. Come on. And that's in the real world. Though to be fair, the whole cutting off the Earth's crust thing, I'm just saying the current events aren't necessarily... They're impressive, but at the end of the world level in a world that has, like, superpower people, you know? I mean, I suppose if you were frightened and terrified and your city was being destroyed, you would think, like, the apocalypse. You'd be thinking War of the Worlds, Tom Cruise, all that shit. Yes, I know that's a remake, whatever. Let's see. So, Tatsumaki's zooming through, dodging everything. They're fighting, psychic barriers. Humph, you think you can hide behind the rocks, says Waifu Rochi. I can just sense your power. Good. I can feel your anger. Gives you focus. Makes you stronger. Now I can see all your movements clear as day. She fires away. Boom. I hit her. Shock? No. Seems to be some sort of rock golem thing in free fall. To think you'd fall for such a simple trick. Tisk tisk. Clearly saying this in her mind or something. I forget. They have telepathy as well. So once again, Esper's overpowered. Like Tatsumaki is a ripoff of Jean Grey, except no personality. So, and no body. And nothing else going for her. She's just Jean Grey. So Jean Grey says, to think you'd fall for such a simple trick. Tisk tisk. Alright. Waifu Rochi shocked, looking around. And then what? What is this? What is going on? Don't do it. Don't do it. If this is going to go the direction I think it's going, Phoenix, man, then I'm so terrified for a Garo fight getting this treatment. Please don't do it. Don't do it. So far, it might not be done. This might just be one page, but don't do it, Murata. Don't do this to me. Don't make a mockery. Don't make a joke out of this huge ass countrywide fight. Don't do it. Please don't. I'm going to check the chat, guys, because we're almost halfway to the chapter. Then I'm going to take a bathroom break. I really need to get a snack. I am starved. And then we'll go from there. Also, yeah, I totally forgot. I missed Vib saying no food for 9 hours. I feel that. I think I missed that. So, sorry, Vib, but yeah. Let's see. We got Dragon's Rage. Alright, a short chat, so this is good. Dragon's Rage says, even though I like Tots, I have to admit MC Dude said straight facts. Yeah, exactly. MC Dude, I'm just giving her shit. Tots doesn't get enough. Yeah. In the series, at least. Yeah. Phoenix Man, I always pictured her as Silvery too. Yeah, see, I always pictured a Silver Body. I think the Orochi part of the body is probably red, but her red doesn't suit her as a high-class psychic. It's too brutish a color for her. Yeah, it's too like, I am a Sith Lord. Look at my red lightsaber in all its glory sort of feeling, right? So, yeah, I agree with that. Dragon Rain says, if most people in One Punch Man are overpowered, can we really say Tots is? But most people in One Punch Man aren't overpowered. Most of them were losing their fights. Flashy was losing. Atomic was losing. Fucking Dark Shine, Puri Puri Prisoner, Child Emperor. They were all losing their fights. The heroes aren't overpowered. That's my point. They're not overpowered. They're evenly matched. I don't mind an even matchup, or even the villains are stronger. Overpowered is Tatsumaki. Overpowered is shit. Did I either misconstrued or did I say that? I apologize if I did. I don't think most people in One Punch Man are overpowered. I think they're evenly powered, and you have people like Tatsumaki and Saitama sitting on this goddamn throne up here, really breaking some power scaling. MC Dude says, I imagine Orochi being red is just another nod to Evangelion, and it's like, yeah. Another nod to Evangelion right there. MC Dude color. Vib says, Flashy was losing. What now, Griever? Well, seriously. When was his last fight? He was fighting the One Punch Man and losing. Are you saying he's winning? Because that breaks the entire manga. So, no. Flashy was losing. In his last fight, he was losing because he was fighting Saitama. I don't think I said anything wrong, Vib. Might be a cop-out, might be a technicality, but it's facts. Last time he swung his sword was against Saitama, and he was losing. So, alright. Yeah, so anyways, I gotta use a bathroom break, gotta grab something really, really quick. I won't be too long, guys. I'll be right there. Vib says, Lol, you can take that one. Alright, sounds good. Alright, I'll be right back, guys. Lickety split. All right, we back. I promise, guys, we are back. I hope that wasn't too long. I just quickly grabbed a piece of spone, also known as pepperoni. Spicy kind, too. Very spicy. Whew. Yeah, that shit was spicy. Sitting right here. Right here. What we got here? We got Dragon says, I will take an L on that one. Fair. Phoenix Man. So, chat, come here often. MC Dude. Yeah, actually, Phoenix Man, Dragon's Rage and MC Dude, they join almost, and he says, yeah, me too. They join every stream. I swear at this point, MC Dude and Dragon's Rage are so loyal to just giving me that little bit of help, making me want to do more streams, making me want to do more stuff. They are like my support group if I was in AA, but I don't have a drinking problem. Yeah, because they're here every time. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm just doing a regular stream, a live, a gaming stream, doesn't matter. Every time. So, all right. So we'll just jump right back into the chapter, guys, because I focused on this still on. All right. So for some reason, she's inside her tits. Why? And how? When? Your insides are surprisingly hollow. Maybe she is a hollow. Did you ever think of that? Maybe you should call a real character and go get Ichigo. Did you ever think of that, Tatsumaki, if she's so hollow? Anyways. Yeah, so clearly Tatsumaki being jealous because she has the body of a child and she's pushing on some what a good woman, what a good waifu will always maintain. What a good waifu will always have. Boobage. So, Saikurochi getting really freaked out. And I mean, I gotta love this panel. What the grab? Yeah, I'm liking this. I'm liking this action. That's nice. Then we get that stupid, we see a glow. See ya, Miss Papier... a paper mache doll. Is that how you spell paper mache? I know the mache part, but I thought paper mache was still spelt like paper, not with an I in it. But it's French. Yeah, paper mache, that's French, right? So maybe that's the case. I don't really read that word that often. Last time I saw it was probably in elementary school. So, all right, fair enough. The paper mache doll. So she's going glow, so she's trying to blow her up from the inside. She's from the mouth. That looks really stupid. I hate when Murata does the one style of drawings of characters. Like, instead of doing his own chibi version, like doing a chibi in his style, like, it makes me hate her all that much more. Like, I hate this character. God, do I hate her. Alright, let's see. What? Whoa! I can't deny the symbolism of a tornado of terror. Tornado of blood, maybe. Alright. Okay. If that's the end, I'm disappointed as fuck. But I don't think it is. You know, Orochi survived a hit from Saitama. Tatsumaki is not going to be able to destroy him that easy. You know, especially merged with, you know, another monster. But, okay. Tornado of Terror. Confirmed. Facts. Don't move. I'll come for you now. Alright, some people digging out. She did it. Arag. Alright, she's spurting blood everywhere. Tatsumaki standing there. Psychos and Orochi's fused body was wrapped in a very strong barrier during the entire battle. That's true. However, there was one spot that they could not cut off and encase in the barrier. Okay, so she's flying around. She zipped into the building and she climbed up. But, okay, before, I hope we get an explanation, because she literally was seeing her. She said she lost sight of her, but she could feel her power in a certain direction. That's like feeling ki in Dragon Ball Z. I assume it's the equivalent. How did she trick her again? So now, another ability that espers have to lord over the rest of us. Another ability is apparently they can fire their ki, and we might get this all explained later. But still, here's another thing just to add to the OP, or at this point broken, the broken list of Tatsumaki and espers in the One Punch Man verse. Because now they can apparently throw their presence in ki, assuming the enemy can do that, like can sense that, and throw it to totally fool a being of this power and size. Without suspecting and without sensing her climbing the stairs of her body. Once again, like, can Jean Grey do that? I mean, maybe, but once again, like Tatsumaki's basically doing like shit that espers can't do. Espers are not this powerful. I'm sorry, I know One and Murata seem to have a hard-on for espers. They want to treat them like they're goddamn Super Saiyans, but they're just not. The powers they've distributed throughout this whole thing, especially the healing thing with Fubuki, was stupid. It was bullshit. But yeah, this is getting close to that. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Tatsumaki disguised herself as energy to be sucked up by the meaty roots and flew up them, infiltrating Psychos' body. She's being destroyed. Now I can finally pull out the infiltration squad. Pull out? Oh, I see. Pull them out. Tatsumaki had reduced her power output to a tiny fraction so not to be discovered by Psychos. But the reason why she could not pull the heroes out until now was because she was afraid Psychos enclosing her in a barrier along with the meat roots. Ah, I see. Oh, Once everyone's out, I'll rip out the entire base. Okay. That second part, alright, yeah, fine, dandy, whatever. Like, you got no evidence that she's not, like, she's taking a gamble nonetheless. It's like, she could still just bury her up in an instant, and that would ruin her plan, wouldn't it? Like, she's betting that Psychos doesn't do this. Second, the first part, once again, that doesn't explain, okay, so she lowered her power level, right? So, once again, Tatsumaki, I don't want to hear One Punch Man stands shitting on Dragon Ball Z anymore when they steal so much from it. But, Tatsumaki disguised herself as energy to be sucked up by the mini roots. So she lowered her power level. Great. The scouters aren't working. Fantastic. How did she throw her presence outside of these roots in and have it moving around this long to the point that Psycho wrote you? That's still not explained and doesn't make sense. That makes no sense. None whatsoever. Just saying. It makes no sense that she could be like, okay, I'm going to lower my power level down to almost nothing, but I'm going to throw a power level of my caliber out like a baseball out into the field, but I'm going to lower... Logistically, that don't make sense. It's not like she had some sort of time bomb thing, like some machine from Drive Knight or Metal Knight or something like that doing this. This is just... I'm sorry, guys. I call bullshit. I don't believe this at all. This is just crap. You know, that's just crap writing there. Like that, or crap, not crap writing, crap power scaling. It's not explaining how she can do this shit. Like, we really need... Usually, you're okay with a lot of stuff. in most manga. But they seriously, Murata, one, come together, write a goddamn essay, and tell me what an Esper can and cannot do, and explain it. Tell me why they can do A, B, and C. Make it make sense. Till I get that, I'm going to call bullshit on all the Espers. I'm going to call bullshit on Fubuki. I'm going to call bullshit on Tatsumaki. I'm going to call bullshit on Psychos. Well, Psychos right now, I don't call bullshit because she's fused with like a million other monsters that Orochi ate. Like, this is a whole, with a monster cell, this is a whole another kettle of fish. This is transcend God. This is taking in the Hogyoku sort of level shit. Tatsumaki, this is still, yeah. I don't get it. Alright, so, next page. Oh! Tatsumaki got her hand stabbed. Alright, she's shocked. She's pissed. She's surprised. Next shot, we see something billowing out. Okay, it looks like a deformed, like a morphing, like Majin Buu style shit going on here. Sludge monster stabbing Tatsumaki in the hand. So she tries to use her other hand. Okay, wait. Are you trying to tell me that Tatsumaki has to use her hands to use her psychic? Alright, we're not going down that road. I've exceeded that 28 limit already. And I don't mind, trust me. I will sit here and rant until I fall asleep in this chair about how bad Tatsumaki is. But, okay. No, not gonna say a thing. Not gonna do a thing. Because if this is the case, tear her fucking hands off. Then she becomes useless. Like, maybe I'm just hoping it's for dramatic effect. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I hope to God I am. Alright, so stabs the other hand. And we knew that was coming. And then lightning! Lightning rod her. Alright, so now, alright, so she should be dead. Should be dead. We got Orochi, fused body Orochi, sending probably millions of volts into a human. I don't care that it's One Punch Man verse. She's human. She's an Esper. She's human. As an electrician, I can tell you right now, amperage is probably nothing in those rods. I mean, we're talking just assuming the physics matter in this battle. But that voltage, assuming it's, I mean, I'm assuming this is high class shit. This is some lightning bolt level or better. That means it's millions of volts. Tens of millions of volts. It would burn her to a crisp. Voltage burns, amperage kills. That's the rule. So, please tell me I see a charred Tatsumaki body. Next page. I mean, seems to be out of commission. I'm happy about this. I'm very happy about this. Absolutely. Tatsumaki getting her shit kicked. Alright. Once again, believe that her body should be burnt to, like, beyond recognition. But, alright. And we have, oh, it's Atomic Samurai just floating around in this bubble of force field. Oh, wait, what? Okay, the shield. Oh, the bubble. Because Tatsumaki is, I'm assuming that means she's passed out. Okay, she's passed out. Come on, guys. We have character deaths in manga. They do exist. Please tell me that Psycho Rochi, that waifu Rochi will take her place and kill the lolly-loved girl. She's not even a woman. Please tell me this is the case. Please tell me this is where Tatsumaki dies. Alright, so I know it's not going to happen. I know, but a guy can dream. A guy can hope. If Murata is allowed to go back and totally retcon his own fucking chapter and the fan base is like, oh, it's okay because we're stans and we don't have a good opinion. Murata is God. Then Tatsumaki can die. I don't care what happened in the webcomic. Tatsumaki can die then. This means there's hope. There's a bad part to this that I can't trust any of these chapters I've just seen because Murata can just decide tomorrow to redraw the whole thing and redo the whole thing and say, nope, none of that happened. And then we're like dealing with like 4 separate series. That's a shitty thing. But on the plus side, it means he doesn't need to follow the webcomic. It means he can kill off characters. So, alright. So, we have Atomic Samurai crashing down because, and Puri, oh, gross. Crash, bang, boom. Pop, you shrewd little mouse. Okay, we have, where is this? Clearly in the depths of the tower or something. We have Saikurochi, because I can't call her waifu anymore because she's more like Carnage symbiote than anything else, bleeding all over the place. You shrewd little mouse in some kind of cocoon, but it wasn't enough. To think you'd let your guard down after seeing a little bit of blood splatter. All right. I'll be sending your sister soon after. I'll be sending your sister soon after. I'm assuming that's a typo. It should be like, I'll deal with your sister soon after or something. So now she's opened up her weird-ass body. Okay, she's not Waifu Rochi anymore. She's going to do some crazy Kamehameha. Now taste the flames of my rage. Tatsumaki stabbed through and boom. Kamehameha. With the circles it looks more like Special Beam Cannon. Makakan Sansapo, or whatever the hell. Yeah, I can't say that word either. Whoa, okay, what's going on? Wait. Okay, so the beam went straight up. I assume directed at her. But then all of a sudden... Oh, no, wait. It wasn't. That beam... The special beam cannon did not come from Saikurochi. I missed that. That's a beam to stop the blast of Waifu Rochi, who is now shocked. Okay, who's coming in? Like, blast with a blast? Ah? See what I did there, guys? Could it be Blast? That would be quite an entrance. I don't think so because I'm pretty sure I've been spoiled to the point that we still haven't seen Blast as far as the webcomic too. So, but who else? I wonder who else. Who's around? I mean, it could be King. It can always be King. But Child, Atomic, Flashy, Saitama. I mean, Drive Knight might have a supersonic blast like that. Genos. Maybe Metal Knight showed up with some crazy weapon. Who else? Can't think of anybody else with a blast that size. Maybe it is Blast. Maybe it's a new character. Who knows? All right. Let's check the chat really quick. Make sure that we get caught up. Oh, yeah, we got to get really caught up. All right. So let's see. Wave of Manga says, don't question it. All right, fair. If you're referring to the Tatsumaki bullshit, I question it 100%. Dragon says, Hiromashima, is that you? Yeah. Hiromashima, every part of Fairy Tail has better power scaling than Tatsumaki. And I will make that argument. MC Dude says, I'm pretty sure it said somewhere her twisting monsters like that is how she got her namesake. I mean, fair enough. Tenryu's in here. Says, hey, Tenryu says, what's your current favorite manga and weekly Shonen Jump? Still One Piece. One Piece, easy. I'm liking the new series, Ayakashi Triangle. Black Clover's been really good. I'm hit and miss with My Hero Academia. Dr. Stone's great, but I don't really care for the new arc. So yeah, One Piece. I like the Wano arc. Dragon George says, I mean, it was one series, so it makes sense Murata would pay tribute to one's art style. I understand, but his art style was shit. Like, no, sorry guys, it wasn't even Sunday comics in the newspaper quality. It was shit. It's crap. It's bad. So, I mean, he made it work. It was like a PewDiePie thing, a 1 in a million shot, and all of a sudden now he's sitting back laughing his ass off. But doesn't mean his art is any good. It's bad art. Sorry. Like, you see people when they do a convention or something, they pay tribute to the greats like Star Wars, Star Trek, and Firefly. You don't see people paying tribute to that shitty series that literally nobody's heard about, not even the cult classic or anything. They're called things like cult classics for a reason. You don't pay homage or tribute to something that's not good. You know? Does that make sense? Regardless, like campy and stuff, you have to understand the times, but anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Danger Cod is in here. Hi, Danger Cod. Says she used the rock doll, like how she used her Giro puppet. She uses a rock doll like a Giro puppet. Okay. Let me think about this. Because I'm never going to go back and check. Not that interested. But it's an okay explanation. It's not great. It's okay. Because I'm under the impression, because Tatsumaki could sense that Giro wasn't the real deal and could sense where she was coming from controlling the strings like that. So you're convincing me now that it's way better than I thought, but it's flaky. It's still flaky, but okay. Like you got to remember that this being, this is Aizen taking in the Hogyoku, and you're going to assume that she can't tell the difference between a trick that she used, her trick. It's her trick. She was the one doing the Giro puppet thing. You know, so I don't know. I don't buy it necessarily. I think it's flaky at best, but it's better. So thank you, Danger Cod. I think you did a good thing. MC Dude said, just think of Esper Aura as Dragon Ball Ki. Yeah, that's fine, but you can't throw your ki. MC Dude said, like that time Goku hid the energy balls underwater on Namek. Yeah, but the difference between that is that Frieza couldn't sense energy. So that was more of a still thinking he's under the water, but Frieza couldn't sense ki. So that was irrelevant. That was, when he can't see me and he can't hear me, then I can get surprise attacks and sneak attacks. It's the opposite here. That's not I understand what you're trying to go for, but that doesn't count. You know? I mean, I understand, like, going on with what Danger Cod said, it's basically like him going Kamehameha, and then her sensing the Kamehameha energy floating in the underwater as the rock doll. Fair, but I don't know. Can you, like, I don't know if it's been done in Dragon Ball, but could you do something like that? Like, can Goku have a spirit bomb, like, or a Kamehameha way over there, right? Like, off in the distance, and then lower his ki to nothing? Can that Kamehameha retain its state? Can the ki blasted stationary retain its state when he lowers his ki to nothing? Because I was under the impression he needed to maintain ki to keep that one stationary. Otherwise, it would just fizzle out. I could be wrong, but that's what I believe. that's why I got a problem. She's just highly skilled, I guess. Dragon's Rage, okay. Keisha Prime said she imbued her power into the rock dummy. Fair. Once again, the rock dummy thing, okay. Like, I'll take that. I'll take that as a... You know what? That's way better. I was really pissed at first. Now with the explanation from you guys, I'm like, all right. Fair enough. It's better, way better than I thought. Still think it's kind of stupid, but way better than I thought. Phoenix Man says, I think you're making a lot of assumptions. Phoenix Man, what do you think I'm doing here? I'm the one streamer from One Punch Man that doesn't stroke its dick. I literally try, like, I am out here to make sure, to assume a million things and be totally wrong because I'm fine with it. I don't care if I'm wrong. I don't care if the stream gets disliked because I'm not a One Punch Man stan. I'm here to critique it, look at it, and try to have fun with it, right? That's my whole job, like, when I do these things. So, I know, like, I'll read the rest of your comment, but yeah, I know you know that. That's why I'm here. I'm here to read one panel, make 100 assumptions, go, this is shit, this is crap, or this is amazing, this is the greatest thing ever, and then be totally wrong 2 panels later. I am literally here to do that. I think it was like 3 chapters ago, literally, I would pose 4 questions, and those 4 questions were answered like each panel after. And I was like, I gotta stop talking. You know, like that, it was ironic as hell, but it was fun. That's the fun of it. But that being said, it seems to me that Psychos was tracking the decoy while Tatsu used minimal power to make her inconspicuous in comparison to the decoy. Once again, as I said, I don't know. Can you lower your power that much and maintain a decoy that has that level? Like for example, Goku. Can Goku fire a blast and have it stationary or a key, a blast of some sort, put it like a mile away and have it strong enough to be Super Saiyan level while lowering his ki to Hercule level, to Mr. Satan level? Will the ki blast over there still maintain its form? Like, is that like some Merlin Infinity bullshit, an everlasting flame? Is that how that works? See, that's why I'm questioning. I'm just questioning. I don't know, but I question. Dragon says, I think she just lost focus due to the surprise of getting stabbed. Maybe, yeah, and we found that. Keisha Prime message retracted. Danger Cut said Saitama is human. Yes, Saitama is human. So that lightning blast, if it hits Saitama, should burn him to a crisp. If it was maintained. See, the difference between people who get hit by lightning, it's a fraction of a second. Still, it would singe you, it would hurt like a bitch, but you can survive it without, like, your whole body black, you know, like completely like singed and the whole thing, because it lasts no time. But a consistent flow of that amount of voltage would do it in nanoseconds. It would do it in a few seconds. Keishan Prime says, even without hands, she can literally live a normal life using her telekinesis hands. Fair enough. And also, Keisha Prime in here, guys. Go check out his channel. I'm sure he did a review of this chapter. So, definitely go check that out. Plug, Keisha Prime. MC Dude says, I don't think her power is tied to her hands. We've seen that Wife Orochi is able to turn Todd's power against herself. Fair. Yeah, I did retract myself. I went, please don't do it. But I didn't think they would, and I don't think it's the case. MC Dude says, back when they fought underground and used those prongs. True. Vib message. Vib. You think she's out of commission? You're about to be mega disappointed. Oh, please, God, no, please. Like, let her be out of commission. I mean, man. Wave of Manga, poor Atomic. It's a Grim alt account. Wave of Manga is a Grim alt account, guys. You heard it here first. Phoenix Man says, seems like Atomic finally found a superior sword fighter, if you get what I mean. I accept that. MC Dude says, Atomic deserves everything bad he gets because he disrespected Saitama that one time. Fair point. MC Dude says, it's my favorite running joke in this series. I see what you did there. Vib, laugh. Dragon's Rage says, King wouldn't even need to use a blast to take out the form of waifu Orochi. Yeah, King would just walk up to her and be like, you are now my bitch. And waifu Orochi would become King's waifu Orochi. That's how that would go down. Let's see. Wave of Manga says Inside of Psycho. Okay. Dragon's Rage says one has gotten better, not on Murata level, but better. Fair. I mean, I don't read the webcomic, so I wouldn't know. That's great. That's great. Phoenix Smith said one's art at current is definitely good. As someone who's been drawing for a hobby for years and still struggles to get close to what one can, it's important to separate good from phenomenal. Absolutely, but I can draw better than one. And I've been drawing for a hobby for years and haven't touched a pencil. I tried 3 years ago. I felt like I sucked. Still drew better than one. It was bad. I think my art's been... See, maybe I'm comparing it to my own level of skill. And maybe I'm mediocre to okay at best. And maybe I'm comparing my art level to his. My biggest problem is proportions for human size. I'm bad at proportions. I can do backgrounds pretty good. But I'm bad at, human proportions and different poses. That's the one thing I'm bad at. But, yeah. So maybe I'm too harsh on one. Because, I mean, once again, he made millions. I didn't. So. Let's see. Viv says, I mean... Now you're just comparing Espers to DBZ Power System like they're the same thing. Because they are. Espers in One Punch Man are basically Super Saiyans. What part of what Tatsumaki has been doing this entire series has not been Super Saiyans? You can take every single feat she has basically done and apply it to Goku in Dragon Ball Z. And they would be the exact same thing. Not my fault, Vib. It's not my fault. Like, I don't like crossover shit. I really don't. But when I see the same thing, and I'm been rereading Dragon Ball Z. I'm halfway through the Android saga. So I've been reading the manga currently. And every single thing I have seen, Goku does. Pretty much. Or it's, once again, Jean Grey. It's Jean Grey mixed with the key system from Dragon Ball Z. So, I know it sounds like hate, but I mean, it's a Tatsumaki chapter, guys. That's why you're here, right? Dragon Rage says, I mean, the author doesn't have to hold our hand and explain everything to us because that would end up insulting our intelligence. Fair enough, but I still call bullshit when Goku all of a sudden grabbed Krillin's head and read his mind. Never used again in all of Dragon Ball history. Never before, never since. Randomly Goku can read minds. And never after. I call bullshit there. So why wouldn't I call bullshit here? Because that was never explained. So when a power happens, I want an explanation. Because Espers to me, remember that I just got a big problem with the Esper system in One Punch Man, guys. I just got a big problem. Dragon's Rage is right. You don't want to hold our hand and explain everything, just accept a few things here and there and whatever, what have you. But when you establish a power system, you need to have some rules, and you need to explain who is outside of those rules. So... I don't know. Every manga I've ever read, everything I've ever read has had an established power system, and when somebody goes outside of what we think is the power system, generally speaking, it's explained because of X, Y, Z. Whether plot, whether friendship power-up, whether destiny child, whether some other bullshit, it's still told to us. We're still told. Because there is not an Esper in all of fiction that can do this shit. Esper has been established long before one was alive as a medium, as a character. It's like vampire, werewolf, all that shit. So the understanding of what an Esper is and what Tatsumaki is, It's not the same. So that's why I question. So, let's see. Vib says, Griever, how much would it take for you to sit through both seasons of Mob Psycho? You guys get me to 1,000 subscribers and I'll do it. I will do an episode review of every single episode of Mob Psycho. In fact, I will watch them. I'll even make a false account so I can watch them with you guys. If I get to 1,000 subs, let's be generous. Let's say this time next year. 1 year. I give you 1 year. 1 year to this date. If I get 1,000 subs, if I'm at 1,000 subs on this channel, by that time, I'll watch both seasons. I'll watch, if there's a new season out, I'll watch that too. Every episode of Mob Psycho included. I will do a specific episode review of every single episode. So let's see. Vib says, I want to see if you can maintain your sanity. Yeah, but see, I understand because people have explained to me that Mob Psycho is basically Super Saiyans. It's Dragon Ball Z mixed with Toriko with Jean Grey powers. Bullshit. Like, if I were to go into Mob Psycho, I would already know from reading One Punch Man and getting mad. I wouldn't be able to get mad because I'd already get it. I'd get it right away. I'm like, okay, this is going to be just stupidly nuts. The powers aren't going to make sense. And I'm just going to go with it. I just wish they wouldn't call them espers. Call them a new term, make up a word, Tolkien did it for years, make up a word and call Tatsumaki a Super XYZ human. Because a Super XYZ human has no limits. They can do this, they can do that, they can do the other thing. By calling her an esper, it pissed me off. You know, it'd be like if they called Tatsumaki a vampire, pureblood, calling pureblood a vampire and then transforming into werewolf. So he's a Lycan, no. So he's a werewolf, no. So he's a hybrid, no. But you say he's a vampire, yes. But he turns into a wolf, yes. So he's a werewolf, no. That's how I'm feeling. That's as dumbed down as I can make that argument, guys. That's how I'm literally feeling about it. That's what it feels like to have Tatsumaki claimed as an esper and doing the shit she does. Just call her a Super Saiyan and be done with it. Tenryo says, ever considered picking up Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen? I haven't read Jujutsu Kaisen, but I did read Chainsaw Man when it first came out, read about 12 chapters, and I like the premise, I like the beginning, and he is more of a simp than Sanji. I cannot be bothered, I'm sorry. There's too much simping going on. Can't do it. Dragon's Rage says, after Griever finishes the series, he is trying to catch up to, hopefully, because I think he should read or watch Vinland Saga. Vinland Saga is another one on my list, man. Mathis Schroeder, I hope I'm saying the name right, says, why is Shaggy streaming One Punch Man? Am I Shaggy? Ooh, I'm Shaggy. All right, cool. Hey, that's not a... I'm not high as a kite. I'm drunk as fuck. There's a difference between me and Shaggy. I prefer stabby. Stab. Yeah. Vib. Ki can shoot blast. Dragon Ball Z characters don't have telekinesis. Yeah, they do. Vib. Yes, they do. They can't lift things without touching them. Yes, they can. A lot of characters can. Piccolo, the Kais, Goku did it once, Tien did it. Yeah, no, they can, Vib. They can. I think Frieza, Boo did it, Cell did it. Cell built a whole arena with his mind. He went like this, and he basically did the work of a lovely craftsman out of rock. Like, yeah, no, they can all do it, man. Phoenix Man, lol. Mathis says Frieza and Piccolo have telekinesis. Yeah, okay. So I'm right. MC Dude says you would love the Hunter x Hunter power system for its completeness. Yeah, I've heard about the Nen system, but we haven't been introduced to that yet as far as I am in Hunter x Hunter. So I'm curious as to when the Nen system gets introduced. I'm assuming it's soon. And I'll be really interested to find it out. Viv said, at Mathis, they do, but it's just 2 characters. Not everyone with Ki can do it. Viv, once again, just saying, yeah, they do. They do. Like, almost every character has done it. Not Bulma or Master Roshi, sorry, but yeah, they've all done it. They've literally all lifted things without touching them. I swear to God, man. Like, I won't check every character, but easily half the main cast. So, they do. Mathis, Griever, don't read to Aru. I think I did read to Aru. Is that the one with the dude who cancels out the chick that has like the lightning blasts or whatever? I read like the prequel of that and then the not prequel or whatever. It was kind of weird. Espers do everything. Yeah, fair. Esper just means paranormal powers though. I mean, like, yeah, but like, it means paranormal powers, but there was always like Esper, like, it's one of those evolution things, right? A term takes on new meanings. In today's fiction, Esper basically meant Jean Grey, Professor Xavier, somebody with telekinesis and telepathy, right? That was pretty much an Esper. And in most fiction, that's the case. I'm not saying that one can't do what he's doing. You can redefine whatever you want, but, you know. Mathis also says, Dracula could transform into a wolf in the original novel, pretty sure. I read and own the original novel by Bram Stoker. I don't believe he turns into a wolf. I believe he summons a wolf, but he does turn into a... What does he turn into? A jackal? He turns into a jackal, I believe. Is it jackal that he turns into? Maybe it was a wolf. But either way, my point, that was just an example. What I'm saying is that right now, like the established, this is my point exactly. So, Bram Stoker, let's say that you're right, and the Dracula turned into a wolf. Okay, fine, dandy. But in today's thing, a vampire turning into a wolf would be a hybrid from any stance of fiction, from movies for now decades, right? Fiction, movies, books, literature, whatever. So to establish that, you would need to explain it. Today's fiction evolves, stories evolve. The way to tell stories evolves. And you ever heard someone say the term campy? Like you go back and watch Adam West Batman or something like that, or MASH or All in the Family or something, and you go, man, this is one campy ass show. It's campy, like the original Spider-Man 60s cartoon. It's campy. Campy wasn't a term in the 60s when these things were out. They were good. They were this. They were that. We look back at them from today's standards, and we look back now because storytelling has evolved. Dialogue writing has evolved. Things have changed and evolved. They change decade to decade. So you use a term like that. So once again, the same thing, definitions and stereotypes evolve. The trick is, if you go outside of a stereotype in a world-building sense, in a sense, you should be able to establish, you should just try to give a better explanation. That's all I'm saying. I just wish, I just want a title card, just want a quick data book, I just want something to tell me what are Tatsumaki's limits. Like, tomorrow, if she shoots fire out of her eyes, like, everyone will accept it, and I'll be like, no. When the fuck was she a pyromaniac? You know, that's what I need. I need a cut sheet. What can she do? What can't she do? Because when she pulls off stunts, it just takes me out of the fight, guys. That's the problem. It's taking the tension out of fights because like, we know the limits of our characters, but I don't know her limits. I don't know what she's going to pull out. And once again, I was joking about the fire out of her eyes, but maybe she'll do that in the next panel. I have no idea. But I'm going to call bullshit if she does. So I'm like, how? Why? Can she just do everything for plot convenience? You know, like, that's my issue. Getting a little hot over this topic. I think I got to table this. We got to get to the rest of the chapter here in a minute. Vib said, time to bring up the sub-bots. Yeah, you're right. Dragon J says they do, they just don't use it that much. True, that's what I'm saying. They do use it, but it's just not prevalent. Dragon J says, soon you will know the name Hiatus X Hiatus Griever. Well, see, Hunter x Hunter doesn't, because I'm not a huge fan so far. Like, it's good. It's not great. So I'm not like, oh my god, this is such a great series. I can't wait to keep reading more. You know, no, that was Mongi. Mongi was that. But, you know, I can wait. It's like Attack on Titan. I caught up with that, and I'm like, if it's another year for the next chapter, I won't miss a wink of sleep, you know. Mathis says, sorry for posting 5 times at once. Dude, you post as much as you want. The bigger this chat gets, the happier I am, man. It just shows goodness, because I'm getting behind. I'm talking too much. Dragon J says, yeah, Murata just using espers in a different way, just like how Oda uses romance in a different way. I mean, in a different way, just like how Oda uses romance. I mean, once again, he doesn't really use romance in a different way, because he doesn't come out and say One Piece is a romance manga. Because then you would expect, once again, just like saying Tatsumaki is an esper, I expect certain things. Oda uses the term romance as an old English term. Uses it as a term of storytelling, of grand adventure. That's a romantic story, right? The term changed, but it's still, you go back, it has its original meaning. So, I mean, I guess I'm kind of contradicting myself a little bit. Anyways, I don't know. I just got a problem. But I hate Tot, so maybe it's fueled by that. Vib said, telekinesis is listed as a separate power on DBZ. Wiki 2, it's not the same as Ki. But the power system is Ki, and a bunch of characters use telekinesis is the point. There's not a set, like, Nen, spirit energy, Ki system in One Punch Man either. But the fact of the matter is that the argument is that I'm using Dragon Ball Z comparisons. But all the things Tatsumaki has done, the Super Saiyan has done. That's my point. So that's why it's a good comparison. When Tatsumaki starts doing things that a Dragon Ball Z character that is Super Saiyan, I'll even limit it to a Super Saiyan, has not done, then, because Goku has red minds, telekinesis, all that shit, ki throwing, all the shit. So when Tatsumaki does something that Goku hasn't done, then we can get away from the comparison. But it's a good comparison right now because it's all happened, you know. Let's see. So anyways, so who's this blast from? All right, we waited long enough, guys. We're caught up now. Let's get through the rest of the chapter. So, crazy big blast. Tatsumaki, her hands are bleeding like shit. She should be burnt to a crisp, but, I mean, semantics. Also, ironically, Dragon Ball Z mug, guys. Dragon Ball Z mug for the beer. I've been making a lot. I will admit, Vib's right, and I know why Vib's probably a little pissed, is because I've been making a lot of Dragon Ball Z references in this chapter. But once again, it's because I've been, like, the last couple of nights, I've been reading manga volumes of Dragon Ball Z, so it's kind of on my brain. That and Hunter x Hunter are really on my brain right now, because that's what I've been reading, right? Which Shonen Jump took a break and stuff, so that's my manga for the last 2 weeks was Dragon Ball Z. You know, so that's probably why, that's where all the up here is coming from. So Special Beam Cannon and Final Flash, doing that on purpose now. But that, seriously, that's a special beam cannon. Cross, they blow up in the sky. Pretty artwork. Psychos looking down. Some charged shit. Oh my god, it's Genos. It was Genos. Wait a minute. Go back. He fired a special beam cannon that stopped a blast that took out the part of the Earth. That implies that Genos could do the same thing that Waifu Rochi did last chapter. That if he fired his beam, it would Earth gone. That's what I'm taking away from this. I'm not a big Genos stan. I don't mind Genos. I don't dislike Genos. I'm not a huge fan of Genos. But he's there. He's cool. Alright. Poor bastard is known for a losing streak, even though he's like kind of in the 500 club with that shit. But alright, so he's charging up there. Next panel we have everyone. We have King. We have the kid. King, look, there's lightning climbing up. Alright, so he's firing off like he's a lightning user. Okay, alright, cool. So he's firing off the tower. A blue dragon. So he went Super Saiyan Blue. Genos went Super Saiyan Blue. So the lightning, like when they do this in the anime, which will eventually happen, so the lightning in his body is going to be covered in blue aura, right? It's going to be blue lightning. He's going to streak up. So he's a Super Saiyan Blue. Okay, more Dragon Ball Z references. All right, a blue dragon. So they seem to appear him as a dragon. Oh, well, okay, like, just look. Like, the way he's got the arm, it's a dragon's mouth. Okay, so Genos. Damn, page 32. Genos looking like fucking... Alright. Demon Cyborg. Yeah. Tatsumaki, step the fuck aside. I'm done arguing about your bullshit that, you know, that your loyal fans and One Punch Man stans in my chat are defending you. You've had your day in court. Step down for a real hero. Genos is up in here. That literally a dragon. Oh, man. Look at this shot. Page 33. I love it. Page 33 looks awesome. Reminds me of, like, Shenron being summoned. Oh, man. And the Diablo look at the top of the... Yes. What is this? Thunder Drill Cannon! Kiko Ha! All these squares make a circle. Come on, Genos. Make those squares a circle. Make those squares a circle, man. Alright, here we go. Blast. Holy shit. Okay, and Waifu Rochi. Bing. Boom. Alright, so Waifu Rochi seems to have a bit of the upper hand. Genos is, ugh. She's smiling. Okay. So the blast, it was deflected off. So he managed to parry the blast, but it wasn't enough to make a stalemate by the seemingly. Genos wondering to himself, she pushed me back. Okay, so I'm right. So it was enough to divert the blast, but not enough to cancel it or stop it. So still, Waifu Rochi has more power than Genos. As far as we know, maybe Genos is going to pull out some ultimate moves. Maybe that was his opening move. Okay, so we got some Dragon Blast. Genos opening up every goddamn Matrix. You know, like, Genos always reminded me of, like, Neo and them in the Matrix with all the plugs in their goddamn, like, arms and chest and back and shit. It's like, alright, plug me into the Matrix. So Genos is there, plugging himself into the Matrix. Fire and blast to counter. Okay. Tatsumaki's bleeding again. You know, bleeding from her hands. Looking like shit. Hey, excuse me. Demon Cyborg, but King left this monster to me. Don't get in the way. King left this monster to you. You are assuming an awful lot. You know, what if King left the monster to Demon Cyborg and you're in the way? That's what we call dumb high IQ of 189. Are you trying to get yourself blasted into a wall again? All right, once again, I feel bad for Genos because Genos' losing streak isn't really that bad. I think he might be like a couple losses, but I swear to God, if you go on his wiki, he's won more than he's lost or something. Like I looked it up one time because somebody mentioned that to me and I went, really? And you look it up, he's just known for losing, but he doesn't actually lose as much as everybody thinks. He's just been in more fights than most characters in the series, so we see a lot more of his losses. I feel like that's the case. And Genos, let's see what Genos has in response. King is just leaving it to you until Master Saitama gets here. Bitch, get told. Get down. King didn't give a shit about you. King's waiting for his video game pal to show up and take care of business. But it's a disciple's duty to help with the master's work. I'll handle the energy beam, so hurry, you clean up this monster, Tornado. Genos, I mean, man doesn't mind talking back to that goddamn lolly. I love it. Genos just went up. Like, I swear to fuck, now he's in my top 10 characters. Because he talked smack back to Tatsumaki. King left this monster to me. You are interfering. Even though she was about to die, Tatsumaki would have died. Facts. Tatsumaki would have died right there. Genos interfering saved her life. And instead, what does she do? Once again, no redeeming qualities. She's powerful. That's it. Period. That's it. Because all she did, I'm taking care of this monster. What are you doing here? It's like, first of all, no, he didn't. Second of all, Saitama's gonna get here. Third of all, let me help you because you were gonna die. Like, Genos in top 10 characters of One Punch Man. Officially now. I don't even know what my top 10 characters are, but he joined that list. I don't care if he's at the bottom. I don't care if he's number 10. He's there. He's there. He has to be there. I will push a character I like more out of 10 spot to put Genos here for this one panel. This panel. I gotta do something with this panel. I gotta do something with this panel. I gotta like make a banner out of it or some shit for my YouTube because I'm just so happy somebody told this bitch. Like, you're losing. You were going to die. You stupid bitch. Just accept it. Like, you're refusing help when you were dying. Like, pride is one thing, but you ain't Escanor. So sit down. Alright, so the bottom panel after that is such power. It's taking my all just to deflect it away. It's been barely 5 minutes since I arrived, and I've already been forced to use my last resort weapon, capable of destroying a giant meteor in one shot. Well, I mean, this is the one who cut the Earth's crust, man. I mean, you know. Alright, we got the doctor, dude. Listen, Genos. Full power only lasts 10 seconds. Will we make it? Okay, everyone get out of here. Alright, so she jumped them all back up again. Fubuki's yelling no from her bubble. So we're seeing Bang, Bomb, and Fubuki again. What's wrong? No, sister, stop. I don't want to go out there right now. My sister's not the only one. There's so many enormously powerful beings out there. I can barely fathom it. What in the world is going on out there? Okay, so once again, the sort of the key sensing thing. I know Vib's going to be pissed the more Dragon Ball Z references I make. Alright, I tell you what. Vib, next stream you make it to, no Dragon Ball Z references. Next One Punch Man chapter, make it to the stream, no Dragon Ball Z references, just to make you happy, man. Just to make you happy. Because I love you, I appreciate you, and I don't want to make you mad. So, no more Dragon Ball Z references after this chapter. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to plug them right here. Let's see. Somebody remind me of that, because I'm assuming the next chapter is going to be said to be in 2 weeks. And it'll be 4 months. So, you know. So, apparently there's a lot of enormously powerful beings out there. Well, there's Waifu Orochi. Genos looking pretty awesome. But this implies that Fubuki can't tell, like, can't distinguish. But she does. My sister's not the only one. She senses and knows it's her sister, but she can't sense Genos. There are so many insanely powerful beings out there, I can't fathom it. What in the world is going on? She's scared to go out there because she thinks there's so many powerful beings. But there's only really one. Or, I mean, you can count it as two, but... what? I guess she's really freaked out. Okay. What is this? What? Why? Guys, it is with a heavy heart that I say we don't have a waifu in Rochi anymore. There is no waifu Rochi left. Murata decided to ruin the waifu material that was waifu Rochi with this chapter. The consistency of just, like, let's split her body apart and let's, like, she's got a face inside her body with the teeth, and it looks like a bad Photoshop job. It looks like somebody, like, there should be, like, blood and guts and a heart in the middle or some homunculus shit going on, and somebody decided, I'm gonna post a meme face in there. Like, I swear to fuck, like, where the teeth and the glasses are, somebody would post a friggin', like, that troll face or something like that, you know? Like, it doesn't even look like a legitimate panel. That was a terrible idea. It just looks dumb. I don't like that at all. Let's see. What so it's Genos and Tots. You fools! You think you can defy me? I am the ultimate and final form of human evolution. I will show you the power of supreme intelligence. This isn't even my final form! Alright, so stealing Frieza lines. So, once again, Shadow the Hedgehog thing. I am the ultimate life form. The perfect life form. Chaos control. Mixed with Frieza. Alright. Next page. Oh! There's Saitama. Alright, so we're going to do comedy for the last couple pages. Man, I'm hungry. Me too. Who cares? Keep working. Flashy. Huh, trying to dig Flashy out still. Humph. What are you doing? I can curb my hunger by doing this. Oh, so he's doing the whole stretch the belt thing. Like, that was an old wives thing they used to do for losing weight and stuff. You know, that machine that the belt thing went around you. I remember that from years ago. I can curb my hunger by doing this. I mean, it makes you look even more weird. I don't get how monsters think. Growl. Growl. So Saitama's like, I don't get it. And he's like, alright, I'm going to try it. Belt. Super. And now he looks like he's like, can't breathe. I guess it sort of works right. So, let's see. They're sucking in. Dang, I feel like I just learned the ultimate secret to life. Is this my final form? Okay, Vib, not my fault that this is Dragon Ball 101. You can't say final form and not say Dragon Ball. It doesn't exist. Final form is basically trademarked, copyrighted by Dragon Ball. So, sorry. Frieza is going to come down and be like, Saitama, I heard you said something about final form. So, alright, so is this my final form? So, all three of us are the dependent type, huh? Could you not include me? Poor Flash is still stuck under all the rocks. Wonder what I should eat when I get home. Curry, maybe? Alright, so they're having a conversation. Flash is like, oh, God. At least I can take solace in the fact that no one will ever see me like this. Yeah! Oh, that's the end. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. Well, this stream ran for way longer than I wanted it to. All right, so let's scroll up. Let's catch all the chat. So, where did we leave off? Vib said, understandable. Forget about what. MC Dude said, Genos season, let's do it. Yeah, Genos awesome. MC Dude said, trains running, Griever, hop on it or get left behind. I mean, Genos pretty awesome. I never disliked Genos, so. Dragon said, former waifu Orochi was weakened, Griever, calm down. No, I will not calm down. MC Dude says, yeah, she got shrunk down from the full body Indian burn. Okay. Tenryo says, what kind of villains do you want to see in One Punch Man in the future? As far as a villain, I don't really mind the villains. I hope they stop getting stupid backstories. Like Homeless, I liked Homeless until I got his backstory. That's stupid. Black Sperm, hope he's amazing. He's been hyped up for 4 fucking years since I joined Grim Reaper's Discord a few years ago. All I heard was black sperm, sperm gang, golden sperm, white sperm, every sperm. It's like, seriously. The dude's done nothing. So, what is he so impressive? I don't know yet. But, yeah, I like the villains fine, so. But in the future, I don't know. As I said, I don't put enough thought into One Punch Man. Dragon said, more villains like Garo. But Garo's a hero. Garo's the main character. How is he a villain? Is this Villain Punch Man? Because it's Garo. Garo is the main character. So how is Garo a villain? Garo did nothing wrong. Garo's fine. Garo's not a villain. What do you want, Dragon's Rage? What have you been smoking? MC Dude said, Genos tends to lose fights that matter. Fair point, yeah. MC Dude says, a sense of inferiority, having what seems like a martyr complex feeds into that. He is a martyr. He's a huge martyr. I'm not sure if he has a full inferiority complex, but definitely a martyr. Dragon just says, also Griever to clarify the Oda romance thing. If you're still a bit confused, if you switch the definition of romance, you'll find different meanings. That's what I mean. Like, someone could say, like, a romantic way of living, like a way of life and stuff, right? But that's what my point is, that Oda was the romantic idea of adventure and traveling the seas. The idea of traveling out to sea is a romantic venture. It's romantic ideals, right? I understand that, but Oda didn't mislead, I guess. That's the difference. One, or Murata, or one, whatever, they say that, Tatsumaki's an Esper. They're using a term without explaining what Esper means in their mind, in their world. Oda never came out and said, One Piece is a romance manga. And then a bunch of people like me who like a good romantic comedy story went, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji. Nobody has a love interest. What the fuck? There's no love interest. This isn't a romance story. It's an adventure story. What the fuck? It's a battle shonen adventure manga. He never misled with the romance aspect. I guess that's my point. Dragon says, also, if Pig God talks back to Tots, would you move up to your favorite? Pig God will always remain down right next to Tots. Sorry, Pig God can't get out of that basement. Pig God will never get out of the basement, guys. Neither will Tatsumaki. Tatsumaki could literally... Okay, I was going to say something, but that would put me in the same boat as the people that actually want Tatsumaki to do ABC. And I'd sooner throw myself off a cliff. So... And I haven't had any type of those things because my wife is stuck in America for 6 months. 7 now. 7. It's August. in a couple days. 7 months. And I'm still in my 20s, guys. Just remember that I would refuse Tatsumaki. Wave of Manga says, why does she not think about team up with others? Because she has no redeeming qualities. Other than she's strong. She's strong, 1 pro. List of cons, bigger than my dick. Deidre Cod said she never lost control of her bubble around Fubuki. Apparently not. Apparently we're meant to assume that, I guess, yeah. Vib said, oh damn, I'll hold on to that until we get a chapter, which I expect he'll bring it up a lot. No. Viv, you don't get to call that. I'll tell you what. Next 2 chapters, 134 and 135, no Dragon Ball Z references, okay? Fair deal. Whether you catch the stream or not, I'm giving you 2. I'm giving you 2 chapters, no Dragon Ball Z references or mentions or nothing. Okay? Fair deal. Let's see. Dragon J says, maybe this is all part of Griever's plan to promote the Dragon Ball merchandise. He has the secret ad revenue. Yeah. Because I make so much goddamn money doing this shit. Yeah, no. See, guys, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, which is why I used the 1,000 mark, because monetizing at this point, I'm eligible to monetize, but not for super chats and stuff. But I'm eligible to monetize, but I would, like, the tax man would hurt me more than, it's like, if I got a part-time job right now, I'd lose money because you'd put in a different tax bracket because they say, okay, you have a second job, they jump you up to a certain amount, and if you don't meet that amount or match it or get close to it, the tax man eats you alive. So I won't be monetizing until I'm approached by either I get thousands and thousands of subscribers, which I don't think will ever happen, because I've been at this for years now, and I'm a slow growing channel. I've never had a boom, and I don't expect one. It's disappointing. It sucks. I was hoping to, get big, but whatever. I do it for a passion now at this point. If it does happen, if I do get a boom one day, fantastic. But now it's just a passion. MC Dude, what, Griever? What? MC Dude. Vib says, Waifu Rochi, Griever? Yes, Waifu Rochi. MC Dude says, you don't like that head popping out of chest trope? I saw Alien when I was a kid. Didn't like it then, don't like it now. So, Vib said, don't worry, Griever, the human psychos is still intact. I hope so. We had glasses, long hair, adult body. That's all I really need. Intelligence. She doesn't like Tatsumaki. Doesn't like Tatsumaki, 11 out of 10. Jesus Christ. She doesn't need half of what I said. Doing right. Here's wifey. Vib says, trivia you won't remember after 5 minutes. Murata says he thinks Flash's hairpins double as shurikens. I probably will remember that. That's interesting, and I believe it. That's cool, though. Vib says, I wish you said that so I could clip it and send it to Grimm's. Send it in Grimm's. What did I say? I forget what I just said, Vib. What did I say in reference to Grim Reaper? I plugged him. I said go check out his channel. Yeah. Dragon just said, don't grieve, Griever. Dude, if you're going to name your YouTube handle off of, I wish we still had CBs in our cars, man. Like, that the cops couldn't tap. But if you're going to name your handle after a literal thing called Griever from a Final Fantasy game, you expect to grieve. You expect to grieve a lot. It'd be like calling your YouTube handle Cloud and not staring up at the clouds all day. Like, what are you doing? You got to make sure you own your YouTube handle. That being said, Dragon Trade says, all it takes is one video to get everybody talking. Oh, yeah. Guys, like, I'm not discouraged by it. I was discouraged. I really was. And especially now, like, I was getting discouraged. That's why my YouTube content was kind of here. Like, 2020 has sucked for everybody for multiple reasons. I explained that in that video before. But in all honesty, like, I'm getting older now, you know, and the YouTube content, like, in the next few years, I assume I'll have a baby on the way, and the YouTube content's going to suffer for it. And if I can't pull my ass out of here and get, like, some great content out in these next couple of months and years, then I just don't see it happening. So now I just do it for passion, right? And that's fine. Like, once you accept, like, okay, I'm not going to be teching, I'm not going to be Lost Pause, I'm not going to be Nuxtaku, I'm not going to boom, I'm not going to get him, 100, 150, 200,000 subscribers and get some ad revenue from, YouTube. It's okay. Once I realize that, it's fine. Now it's just a passion. I do it because I want to, because I like to. I feel a certain level of obligation to keep my channel good, full of content, on every week. But it's just passion now. And that's the thing. They always say, do what you love. I like talking about these things. That's why I jump over to gaming. Some people have told me, dude, you're spreading yourself too thin. Like, right now, you should be establishing a certain, like, manga aspect or anime aspect. Why do you do anime episode reviews, and then you do gaming reviews, and then you do let's plays of older games and stuff? He goes, you're not going to grow that way. And I'm like, guys, I'm just doing what I like. I'm doing it because I want to. If people want to watch, great. If they don't, Vib said Tots can. I was referring to... Oh, yeah. I mean, feel free if you want to... After this is done, Vib, I mean, I'm sure you can, like, download it from some type of way to get my YouTube, like, stream. If you want to do that and clip it and make a GIF out of it, you do you, man. I don't care. You post that all day, every day. MC Dude says, I have to go. Have a good night, y'all. Good night, MC Dude. Wave of Manga said, do you just hate lolly me? I mean, Wave of Manga, I don't hate you. And in all honesty, lollies are like, whatever. I'm not into them. But I'm never going to defend, like, Tatsumaki is a lolly. People will say, no, she's not a lolly. She's 28 years old. Guys, she's a lolly. She's a lolly. She's got the body type. I'm sorry, this is manga. It's like saying a character's not tsundere. Sorry, when they do tsundere things, they become a tsundere. When they're a simp, they're a simp. Like, Sanji's a simp. He's cool. I like Sanji, but he's a simp. If you think simp is a bad thing, that's fine. I don't like lollies, so I use it as an insult. Because I can. It's my channel. But if you like lollies, that's up to you, man. Vib says, baby reacts to Doraemon. Baby reacts to Doraemon. Baby reacts to Doraemon. I got no idea what you're talking about, Bib. Wave Manga says, me too, I hate lollies. It's just creepy. Crappy. Creepy. Yeah, I'm not a fan. It's never been a thing of mine. Like, I watched, when I was growing up, I watched a lot, or I guess in my teenage years, I watched a lot of harem and read a lot of harem mangas. Just because they were popular, you search up anime back in the day before, like, some of this shit was before YouTube and Wikipedia, guys. So, when you searched, every anime had a site, right? Like, there was an Inuyasha site, and stuff like that, right? Don't know if it's still up, but, before fanfiction.net, before YouTube, before Wikipedia, you had to find these things, and how did you find them? if they weren't on your television, how did you find it? So you had to search, and you had to look at things. So a lot of the popular ones were, of course, harems. And every harem has either the little sister or the little stepsister or the little cousin or the friend and stuff. Love Hina, perfect example. Two lolly characters in that and stuff. And it's just like, oh, man. And you feel weird for watching it. Especially when, you're watching it there and it's a little Ichi level and you're 15, 16 years old and your dad's looking at you like, what the fuck are you watching? Long before, anime became a known thing. It's just one of those things, right? I'm not into lollies. Oh, baby reacts to Doraemon. Oh, yeah, I get it now. Viv said, you said you'll have a baby soon, so I named a kid anime as a joke that you can make a baby anime reaction video. Absolutely, I should definitely do that. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll turn this into the Griever family channel and just have, like, my kid just sitting in front of me reacting to, like, a bunch of stuff. I'm sure my wife will hate it, but it'll be fun for me. And my excuse will be, well, you can get a bunch of shit done. You can go out, you can shop, you can do this, that, and the other thing. You can get shit done because I'm here watching the kid. We're spending time with the kid, so that'll be good. Yeah, the next few years, probably get her pregnant. Kind of have to have her here first. As proud as I am of my manhood, it is not a 2,000-mile long schlong. So, can't really get her pregnant when I'm here and she's in LA. So, oh wait, she's in LA now. She was in the Midwest for a PhD, so now it would be a 4,000-mile. Yeah, no, I don't have a 2,000-mile one. I certainly don't have a 4,000-mile one. Let's see. Dringer said, anybody could like what anime girl they like. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can like... Once again, I have anime girls that I guess you would consider lollies that I like, but I'm not into. They're not waifus. Is that distinction okay? Like, I can like a character regardless of their design. I'm like, okay, looks stupid, but goddamn hilarious, or whatever attracted me to them as a character is all good, fine, dandy. But to be sexually, no, not for me. I try not to judge guys, but I do judge. I really do. People who Tatsumaki off-brand or Schmentai or whatever. You got problems. And the worst part is, I laugh my ass off when I see that stuff, when I see the Tatsumaki unmentionable content, and they give her, they do those art styles where it's almost like a caricature, but for perverts, where it's giving them giant ass, giant tits, all that stuff. It's hilarious, right? It's goddamn hilarious. Because I'm literally, if she had that body type, that would fix 90% of the problem. Still be a shitty character, but at least I could understand why people were into her. Anyways, Wave Among Sins, relatives are the worst, even if they're not blood related. Yeah, I'm not super into that. Can't say I've never watched an anime or read a story or something or a fan fiction where it didn't include the whole, we're step siblings and stuff and all that stuff. And can't deny sometimes they're good stories, sometimes they're good characters and stuff. But I would never actively search for it. No, I'm not. That's not really me. As I said, but I don't judge that stuff. Stuff like that, I'm to each their own when it comes to that. The creepy thing about the lolly thing is that it feels like it's bordering too far on the whole age on the clock thing. You guys, if you're old enough, you'll get that reference. And never like that. The age on the clock thing always made me cringe. And to this day, I'm no. And if the body type can be compared to the age on the clock, then yeah. That's where as I said, I'm here to judge, guys. That's what I do. Anyways, we've been going at this 2 hours. I didn't expect to do this, but I had to rant about Tatsumaki way too much, way more than I expected. I was hoping to just like fawn over some great art or something like that. I expected this to be way less. I am overtired as shit, guys. I don't even know what reality is right now, to be honest with you. I had 3 hours of sleep after working. Yesterday, I got up at 6:30. I worked all day, at my house and stuff, doing stuff. And I didn't stop until about 10 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then I was up until 3 drinking. So I was hungover as fuck. I was drunk as hell. I drank like 24 beer or something like that. I went to bed. It was like 3 last night. Woke up by the phone at 10 to 6 saying I got to go to work as soon as possible because building lost power and stuff. So then I had to drag my ass out of bed. And it just, yeah. And I've been up ever since working. Working ever since. Working at a Burger King, actually. For those of you who have Burger Kings, I'm the guy who fixes the air conditioning. Well, I gave power to the air conditioner. How's that? I didn't expect an electrician to show up in shorts, but it was I only had a half day, and then I got the call at 1 o'clock, and I was like, I was just supposed to go deliver a tool. Then all of a sudden it was like, actually, we need to do a job. And I'm like, well, I'm not going home to change, so work boots and jeans, fuck that. Sneakers and shorts, that's how we're doing this. Lend me your tools. I can give you power. So, let's see. Vib says someone made a 24-hour clock emote in Grimm's. That's cool though. A 24-hour just as yeah. Okay, cool. I like it. But yeah, guys, that being said, the chat slowed down, thank God. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. It wasn't one of my most favorite streams, wasn't lucrative in any way. You know, I felt like I nitpicked and bitched a little too much, even for me. But once again, guys, forgive me. That's why I just explained the work thing, because I'm overtired as hell. I'm starting to question if I'm dreaming, sort of idea. Like I close my eyes and you get that feeling where you feel like you're having a dream and I'm gonna say something stupid like puppy love. Oh wait, what? What am I doing? So I really gotta go eat some food. I gotta go cook some supper and stuff. It's almost midnight and I gotta wake up at 7. So, but yeah, I'm sorry if I felt like I was being a bit of a bitch this stream, or being nitpicky, or antagonistic, or belligerent, or any of that stuff. I love all you guys. I love the chat. I didn't mean any harm. That's why I'm making it up to Vib, because I felt like I was being a bit of an ass. So sorry about that, Vib. You know, if you felt that way, I apologize. I feel like, looking back, I feel like I was coming off of a little pretentious, a little bitchy. So sorry about that. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream nonetheless. The Valkyrie one, I will not be this tired. I will be getting a full night's sleep, hopefully tonight. And I only have to do a little bit of work in the, up until 2 o'clock this afternoon. So, no problem. If I need to, I'll nap, and I'll be ready with full energy for the 2 Valkyrie chapters tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream will be a little earlier than this one, so please, guys, go check that out and stuff. I'll post like an hour notice sort of idea like I usually do, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. What else am I supposed to say? Drink responsibly. Behind the bar, no, we're not doing that. There's something else. Let's see. Mr. Fister said, where can I see the new chapter? Manga Dex, something like that. Dragon's Rage says, later, man. Vip, thanks for coming. Vip says, all good. See you tomorrow for Valkyrie. Thanks, man. Thanks for understanding, Vib. I'm sorry if I came out like a bit of an ass once again. I still agree. I still think I was right. I'm not apologizing for that. I still think I'm in the right. I just came off like a prick about it. So, anyways, yep. So Valkyrie stream tomorrow. I'll be better behaved. Be in good mood. See you guys. See you tomorrow for Valkyrie chapter 34 and 35, I believe. So that'll be really cool. A double chapter feature. Be in it for the long haul, guys. See you back here next time. Peace out.